Hello viewers, how are you all doing today? These are turbulent days for sure, so I hope everyone is staying safe. Today I want to talk about multiple things, why I have been gone for a while, big milestone for this tiny channel, progress of the draft 1.5, and a bit of a last minute decision, so I don't really know how much of a good idea that is. I want to share a few passages from the book with you all, so make sure to stay around for a short reading at the end of the video. And if you're new here, welcome. This small channel here is called Typewriter Lodge, and it is about an attempt to write a book. Make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons to follow the story. It has been multiple weeks since we saw each other last time, and I feel like I should apologize. That's on me. I was unlucky enough to fall ill, and it took me much longer to recover than usual, probably something that comes with age. I could have uploaded something earlier this week, but I have decided to postpone it until now. For that, I'm sorry. Hopefully, things will get back on track during the upcoming week. While I was ill, I was still working on the lore video. This is what it looks like right now. I honestly didn't realize it would take me this long to complete it. I forgot I have to write the book first and do the videos second, but it's coming together. I'm worried it is going to be quite underwhelming for the time spent on it, but we'll see. While I was gone, we reached a big milestone. There are now 25 subscribers on this channel. How cool is that? Even if a half of that are my burner Gmail accounts, that means there are 12.5 more people out there watching this. I don't know that many people. Thank you for building this small community, everyone. You are the best. I guess we need to decide what we all are. Book club? A literary journal? I guess it will come to us at some point. To celebrate this achievement, I figured it would be a good idea to share some of the book with you all. Before we get into that though, I have a quick update on the draft 1.5. It is currently more than halfway through, and most likely will be complete in less than 2 weeks. If the rest of the edits will go as planned, the Legends of Auld should be complete before the end of January 2025, if not sooner. I found a better way to get all the text from handwritten to digital. I dictated it all to Google Docs and edited it right away. This saves me an enormous amount of time, allows me to read the book out loud, instantly make small edits, and quickly mark everything for larger adjustments. Great stuff. Now let's get to the reading part. Spoilers ahead, so if you don't want to know anything about the plot and the characters before you get the book itself, this is the click away warning. I'll get us some ambience going. These few passages are from very early on in the book. Initially planned to be a prologue, but eventually transformed into chapter 1, Some Doors Always Stay Open. Here's the context we are missing. Leonard Fox, one of the protagonists of the story, finds himself at the top of Carstorphine Hill, facing, Carstorphine Hill Tower. He is there to put an end to the search for his wife, who disappeared multiple years ago. The final piece of her life that Leonard hasn't investigated completely is Elizabeth's research of the occult. He is about to attempt to replicate a ritual from her studies in order to honor her memory and to allow himself to move on after years of unsuccessful attempts at finding her. Let's get to it. Determined to try and expected to fail, Leonard approaches the metal door of a stone tower in front of him and fishes out a small Swiss Army knife from his pocket. As his memory struggles to produce at least one of the runes he previously saw on the missing sheet of paper, he puts the blade against the black paint of the entrance. Yet destiny had different plans for Mr. Fox that night. As it happens with all of us in the moments when we are doomed to succeed or blessed to fail, luck, or a lack of one, plays out its chaotic role. Right before Leonard manages to desecrate the entrance of the Carstorphine Hill Tower, a warm light shines from behind the heavy door. Its rays escape through the narrow openings, countering the doorway, stopping at the hinges and gradually running off into the darkness of the late-night Edinburgh, revealing otherwise invisible clouds of midnight haze. The draw of the deep yellow light against the darkness is beautiful. Leonard takes a step back in confusion. No one is supposed to be here. He checked. Or did he miss something? Does someone call this narrow, 5-story high 19th century building their home? Whoever is on the other side of the door surely is going to think he's mad. To avoid confrontation and hoping to leave this place, Leonard turns around to pick up what he can from the ground. But what about his recent dedication to put an end to his fruitless investigation? He freezes in realization. Sudden appearance of the light is not the only aspect of the tower that changed. Not only the entrance to the tower is now dimly illuminated, as if a large but hospitable cozy fireplace was hidden somewhere behind its entrance door, but the light itself seems to carry music that otherwise would be out of ordinary for this time and place. Yet somehow, to Leonard, it almost feels as if this is the only place and time for it. Cheerful song constructed of iridescent string drumming, jovial flow of a flute, dedicated drum beat, and an enchantingly peaceful vocals. The only thing muffling the sound and holding it back is the tower's closed door itself. If someone has been on the other side of the door all this time, why haven't I heard anything before? Leonard thinks to himself. As he turns back to face the door in disbelief, he puts his palm against the metallic surface of the door, lets his fingers catch the light escaping from the slits and the wall's edges, and stands motionless, basking in the odd phenomena, trying to listen closely to the song. What previously symbolized a dead end to his most vain endeavor now radiates a welcoming sense of comfort and warmth, a sense of amenity grown from a hollow, desolate seed. Impossible. Putting his ear to the door, Mr. Fox also quickly discovers that, furthermore, the music is also accompanied by chatter and laughter. On the other side, multiple people are stomping their feet, clapping to the rhythm, and are singing along to the words. Some successfully, others just passionately. He tries to catch a glimpse of the interior by peeking between the cold stone wall and the door, but the slits are too narrow to serve as a spyglass or to figure anything out. Instead, a blend of smells reaches Leonard. Mixed with the variegated pungence of a crowd, there is a fragrance of burning candles. Accompanying each other, there is a sense of roasting meats, freshly baked bread, aroma of burning spruce twigs, and hops brewing somewhere deep behind the door. Must be some sort of a pub. Mr. Fox tries to rationalize the events around him as he grabs the door handle, deciding that he wants to know what kind of place could carry such a genial air about it. The song comes to an end, and what sounds like at least 2,000 of people erupted in cheers and ovations. No, not a pub, Leonard corrects himself. The commotion behind the door seems to have calmed down a bit after the music's finale, but the conversations muffled by the door are still present, intertwined with the clanks of cutlery against plates and slams of wooden mugs against tables. Leonard presses on the handle and pulls the door only to meet resistance. Someone is holding onto a similar handle on the other side of the door. Leonard steps back to let the stranger open the egress instead. A tavern. The door swings open. In the amber-lit passage stands a silhouette of a least expected sort. Dressed in a dark green vest, wearing a top hat that would make any Victorian-era gentleman jealous, stands a badger, confidently under a meter tall. The animal, standing like a human, as if it is absolutely normal, checks its pocket watch and glances outside, trying to figure out whether the weather is worth leaving the interior. Its prolonged snout is adorned by a pair of elegant spectacles, through which the creature examines the surroundings. Unimpressed by the promise of rain, the badger frowns, showing discontent. As its gaze meets Leonard's shocked stare, the watch in the creature's paw clicks and disappears in the vest's chest pocket. The creature straightens his back and assumes an attempt at the most distinguished post it can muster. "A fine evening to you, sir," the badger speaks. "Lord Gerald of Riverbank, at your service." In the moments when life presents us with the unbelievable, one might make an unconscious choice to ignore it or to accept it, no matter how bizarre the situation might be. For whatever reason, probably just to unburden the tired mind, Leonard's consciousness reaches for the latter. That is all for now. What do you all think? I guess we all know why I wouldn't be able to make it as a voice actor now, right? This whole part is quite raw, in a sense that it hasn't been edited too much, but personally, I like it quite a lot. What are your thoughts on this small piece? Yay? Nay? Is Lord Geralt of Riverbank is a bit too much of a name for a talking badger? I'm gonna go now. Would love to hear your opinion on the piece in the comments, and in the meanwhile, I'll continue working on the draft. I wish everyone a great week, and I'll see you all around next time. Bye!